Good morning, good afternoon, good day. It's time once again to do some retroactive CSS daily targets. This is from August 21st, 2023, and the 22nd, and the 23rd. Let's do them. It'll be fun. CSSBattle.dev. Highly recommend if you are a Plus subscriber, as I am, you can go do these old challenges and have some fun with them. All right, let's get to it. This is 3 elements, one of which is upside down, or 2 of which are upside down, and 1 is right side up. Are these all the same element? Are they all similar? Let's have it be 3 elements, and then do whatever we need to do to flip ones that are different. So I'm gonna set this up by doing. Doing this. Let's check it out. All right, so body has this background. I kind of feel like the first one we do ought to be this one. Why do I believe that? Yeah, okay, so let's do it. Background is this dark blue. Height. What's interesting is we might actually want to push all these off the screen to actually get them done. So we could do a border radius of 25 pixels or whatever it is. I guess it's got to be bigger, huh? 200. Let's set the margins here at 0 to start with, and let's try and get the size right first. So we'll get the are they 100 wide? They might be 100 wide. And then the border radius of that, and then 2, 3. Okay. And then what if we set our margins? Okay, so what margins do we need? I kind of like this. So we've got 3 of these so far, and they're all identical. And we don't have a display flex, which would put them all columnar. But because one of them has to go flying off the top, maybe what we need is margins. So let's line this up. 10, 20, 0, 0, 0. So move down first. 1, 1, 2, 1, 3, 1, 4, 1, 5, and then a number here, 1, 10, 90, 90. Okay. And then, so what margins will put the next one right next to it? I guess that margin is going to be. So those are the 4 margins that we reckon with. So if we want to go up, then this is going to be a negative margin of minus 300 probably. Okay, so here's our first issue. Let's just do margin of var m or 0. And then in the second one, yeah, I think we can do this all with margins. So for B, and I guess we need a C as well. So for B, margin is going to be, how about a negative margin to begin with, minus 300. Oof, is it working? I don't know. There it is working. And so that's moving it, so north, right? So up, that's the negative margin. I think the minus 300 gets us to precisely that point. Then we need what? Not that one. Oh, it's the final one. Is that correct? Okay. And then for C, we need another negative margin, a bigger negative margin. Minus 600. And then another positive margin, 50. Maybe 60. Okay, so this is a weird, potentially, probably weird way to do it. But it's another way to place items, and those margins, and the negative margins means each subsequent thing it just has a slightly different margin that then affects its placement. And they're all the same, right? They're all the same object. Do we need anything else? I guess that's it. Let's submit and see what score we got. See if we have satisfied the 100% that we're seeking. Yes, we have. And that's a new high score. So this is more efficient than whatever I did before. Probably I was enamored of gradients at the time. And so an object, a simple, an element-based approach, like several paragraph tags, was probably like, well, how could that be better? But it is, in this case, better. Very enjoyable. Resubmit, and I think that's going to be a nice high score, and so we're good. We're done. That's many other ways to do this one. I think that there's other opportunities to do really interesting things. Probably there's more efficient ways to do it using gradients, repeating gradients. That would be kind of interesting. You get the radial gradient and turn them variabilizes the radial gradients as well. So yeah, pretty cool. All right, next. What is this guy? So the easy part. What is the hard part here? Let's do the blank template and let's put in the circle part and see if we can get a repeat that puts circles right there. I think that if we had a background size that goes to the edge and place it, so it's going to be slightly bigger than the body. I think that we can get there. Radial gradient. And use a circle. And it starts at orange and goes to the dark. And I'm going to put it at 0, 0 to begin with. So I'm not right now, I'm not concerned about the fact that this has got to be constrained, right? And I do want the whole, well, let me just do something first. lot of words to begin with. And okay, so is that the right size? So I guess I need to hide this paragraph tag. Okay, how do I turn that into this double deal? So I think so the vertical is 100%, but the horizontal is like 300 pixels. So there's the repeat. And does that need to be smaller? So to 10, 20, 30, 40. So now I would like to look at the diff and see perfect error, perfect difference. So is that it? And then so that means that if I move this horizontally, can I get it to line up perfectly? And yes, I can. And then, so I know I can do a linear gradient to get that. Can I use a percentage rather than 100% here? 40%, 30, 40, 50, 51, 52, 52%. So that's slightly fewer characters. So I can do linear. Let's do them both, or let's do one that we feel good about. Okay, so a linear gradient coming in from the side, 90%, 90 degrees rather. Excuse me. and then it's this brown to transparent. And that's starting at 0, 0, and it's 300 pixels wide, and which is what, 75% of the background size. Oh. Maybe. No, maybe it's 80%. That could be right. And then let's do a 10% and then a hard edge. Let's see. 2, 2, 22, 23, 24, 25. That's pretty good. Is that 100% match? That's I'm not sure. It is. I don't think we need this second 0. No, we don't. So that's pretty clean. We do need this circle though, don't we? Yeah, we do. All right. So minify, unit replace. Smush, smush, smush the characters down. Fewer, fewer, fewer. Then resubmit, and I think we got it. That's pretty good. I like that solution. You could also do borders, right? You could also do a border solid, the brown, and then border width of two things to represent the sizing here. Another way to do it. You could also use an element and then constrain it that way, and then do the same gradient, this radial gradient, which I believe would be possible to do within the element, and then you don't need the linear gradient. That's another option. For now, we're content with that one. All right, next. Okay. So we got 2 triangles. Is that 2 elements? Is that 1 element? Is it 0 elements? Is it a repeating gradient? That's sort of a fun idea. Is that a repeating gradient? All right, I'm going to do a blank template. Do a blank template, and we're going to put this. We're going to try this as a background on the body, which I think means we need a background on the paragraph element. So I think what that means is we want to align the element as closely as possible to the body, to the constraints of the orange. And so we're going to put the margins on the element 50, 50, and let's get that as and 50 looks like it's right for the top. 60, 70, 80, 90, 91, 92, and then it's 200 tall. Okay, so let's create, and I guess it's a linear gradient, isn't it? So I want a background that's a linear gradient. I know I want to do a conic gradient, but I'm not going to do it. All right, the linear gradient that's at the top corner and has a 50% width and a 50% height. And then I'm going to do a 45 degree linear gradient that is transparent to orange. 50%. And that's pretty good. So that is pretty elegant. I really am happy with that. Really happy with that. What's more is that I can variabilize that. So I'm going to variabilize this guy. -G is this. And so I can replace all of this with -G, var, of course, var -G, and I get the same thing. And then if I do that again with no constraints, I believe that will solve it. Yes. So that's a single gradient twice. Once it's half as big as the other. That's a nice, elegant solution. So we still need the margins. We still need this color on the body. We've used a single color. We've only mentioned that color once. Semicolon we can remove. Let's minify. Nip and tuck at the other characters. Even for a flourish, we'll remove that final brace and submit, and I think that's a new high score. So that's a nice, elegant solution to that one. Something that would not have occurred to me whenever I first did these. As I sometimes do. The first time I did this and got 100%, what did my code look like? It was that, which was a single clip path. Ooh, that's kind of fun. So you can see that's a single clip path, and that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 points. Yeah, so that's a fun way to do it. Interestingly, I returned. I don't think I needed both of those, did I? Oh no, I probably did. Given the order, you could probably do it with 6 points because this one comes back to itself. Anyway, but that's a less efficient way to do it. I was still putting units on all of my elements. Different way to do it, but today's quite happy with that solution. Pretty good. All right, thanks for watching. Have a great day. Do some CSS battles. It's pretty great. Highly recommend the plus supporting code golf. Thanks for watching and have a great day.